Hello guys, welcome to another interesting video on our behavior channel. In this today's video we are going to understand what are state graphs, what are composite state graphs, and what is state Gantt charts, which we use in the dashboards in Flexsim simulation modeling. We have already created videos on dashboards, so we have started creating videos from content and we are now at state graphs. We have already created almost 7 videos on dashboards. We have created a series on our YouTube channel. Do visit our YouTube channel. We have all those videos and we are going to go ahead creating a complete series for dashboards in Flexsim. So we are going to create a wholesome playlist on that, which will be available on our YouTube channel. Be aware. So we are going to start with the state graph, okay, which is the basic state bar graph. So we just need to drag these graphs and place this here, and then we need to assign the entities from here. Okay, from this picker we are going to select. So basically this is our processor 1, this is our processor 2, and this is our processor 3, which you can already see in the graph. Our runtime for the model is approximately 3 minutes, okay, and the model units are into seconds, and this Q5 is basically the Q with red parts onto it, okay. And now we are going to understand what are the significance of the state charts, okay, and if we are going to have any properties into it. So if you look at the right side, we have a properties for the state bar graph. We have already selected these 3 entities, processor 1, processor 2, and processor 3, and we have also considered Q5 into it. And if you could look at, we have assigned a state table as 1, okay, and we have told to adjust the colors based on the state table, okay. If we uncheck that, they are not going to get adjusted based on the state table. If you click on this, your excluded states will also be visible, that is like breakdown and all those stuffs. If you want, as per your requirement, you can customize the graphs which we use in the dashboards, okay. So these are the 2 major check points which we need to keep in mind when we are going to use a state tables, okay. Depending on your requirement, you can just select those. Now if you could look at what does the state bar gives us, okay. So this is a factory simulation, discrete event simulation software, Flexsim, okay, and we know that in the DES simulation the states are very important because they are based on a certain interval of time. What is the state in which the object or entity is behaving? So the processor, which acts as a station in our current model, has these states as idle and processing, okay. So whenever a part is available on a processor, it will go in processing. Whenever we don't have any part, it is going to go in idle. So this is what we get it for a states of a station. Then all different states you can put in for a station. So there are blocked. Whenever a station is going to get blocked, then we are going to have a blocked state. If the station is going to have a schedule down, if it is going to have breakdowns, if it is going to have off shift. So there are n number of states which are applied for the objects into the Flexsim based on your logic, based on the situation, based on the circumstances. The states are assigned to an object, and those states can be reflected into the charts using state graphs, okay. Now by observing these graphs, you can easily understand that processor 1 is the highest utilized station because it is having no idle time, it is 100% utilized. Then the processor 2 has 33% of idle time, and then it is 1.10% for processor 3. So our bottleneck in the system is processor 1 because it is highly utilized. So this was what this graph can give you inferences for, okay. The state bar graph can help you identify which station is your overloaded, which station is your underloaded, okay, what is the distribution of the load onto the stations, and so. Now let us understand about the buffers. So we have intentionally considered one of the Q, that is Q5, so that we can analyze the states which come for the buffers. So for buffer, if you could look at, we have a releasing state and we have an empty state. What does this say is that our buffer was empty for 3.30%, in a runtime of 3 minutes. Okay, and it is 96.70% releasing, means there was a part available on the buffer. So you could see that our buffer Q is highly utilized. Okay, it's 96.70. If you bring in another buffers also here, you can see that our Q5 will always have a highest utilization. You could also see in the Flexsim simulation model, the buffer is fully full than other graphs. So if you look at current capacity or current parts available are 53, and another buffers 12. For this buffer it is 3. So this is what it is basically telling us in the state graph for buffers. So as per your requirement, you can consider stations into the state graph. You can do it for buffers, you can do it for combiners, you can do it for MHEs, operators. As per your requirement, you can take it into consideration, and whatever the object has its states, those states will be reflected here in terms of percentages. Now if we look at the composite state bar graph, which is this one, okay, so this graph is basically what we have done is, similarly we have considered 3 processors into it, processor 1, processor 2, processor 3, but if you could look at, we are getting a single reading of 88.46% of utilization. Okay, so this is the advantage of the composite bar chart, or this is basically the use of this graph. Before we could move ahead, I would just like to tell you guys that please do like our videos, do comment in the video section, okay, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel because it really motivates us. If you are going to watch a video for 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 second, please do give a like because it is very important to reach to maximum people. Do hit a like, do at least comment you like it. If you do not have anything to write in the comment section, at least write be aware or put your questions, whatever it is. If you have any questions related to our training modules, do post us into the comment section, or you can reach out to us via our website beourchannel.com. But it is humble request that please do like, share and comment our videos. Also, if you haven't subscribed our channel, you can do subscribe this channel. So let us go ahead. So the major difference between the composite bar chart and the state bar is that you could look at, this is 88.46, which is average of processor 1, 2, 3 utilization. So if you want to understand what is the composite utilization of my stations, okay, processor 1, 2 and 3, what you can do is you can use the composite state bar graph and you could check out that the average utilization of all 3 stations. So this is the main function for the composite state bar graph, which gives you the average utilization for the entities or the objects selected in that particular chart. So this is about composite state bar. If you have any queries related to any graph, any videos on our channel, we have almost larger series on our YouTube channel. If you have queries related to any of the series videos, do post it in the comment section. We'll try to answer your queries as soon as possible. Okay, and the last type of chart which we have available in our state graphs is state Gantt chart. So the Gantt chart is basically a graph in the bar format, okay, which is plotting the details based on the timing, okay, for every section of time, what is the states of the chart. So if you could look at the small durations are of every 3 seconds. Here in the state Gantt chart, you could have another set of properties which tells you the duration of units. So you can convert it to minutes, hours, days, and then you are going to have that values coming in there. So if you could look at here, the processor 1, okay, it is showing that it is fully in processing. Okay, we are not able to see anything into it as of now. If you could look at here, okay, the states, we'll just go to the first area for Q5. It says that from 8:03 a.m. to 8:06 a.m. okay, in the duration of 3 seconds it was empty. Then it started releasing, then it is still releasing till 8:01, then 8:02, and it's still releasing. Similarly, if you go for the processor, it is still processing, and the duration there is of 10 seconds. And this is what you get it. So this is the advantage of the state GAN, that at every interval of the time, okay, and so the bar gets plotted across the duration, okay, and you can identify that how much of the time in my processor was under processing, how much of the time it was idle, from what time to what time it was idle, because here you are directly getting a number of 33.52% idle, but you don't know from what time to what time it was idle. So the state GAN chart will tell you that, say, from 8 o'clock till 8:05 you were idle. So you could think of, you could work on that so that you could identify why was I idle. If it is normal thing, you can ignore. If it is abnormal, you need to work on. So this state GAN chart gives you a minute to minute details as it is getting plotted across duration. So these are 3 graphs for the state charts, okay. We have understood state bar, we have understood composite state bar, and we have understood state GAN. If you have any queries related to our videos on training module on Flexsim factor discrete event simulation, do post it in the comment section. And as I mentioned, please do like, share and comment our videos. Do subscribe to our channel so that we could reach to maximum people. And that is what your love makes us reach to most of the people and help us train people into that digital era, which is going to be a powerful tool for decade. So let us study together and win. So we'll meet in another interesting video on our behavior channel. Do not forget to visit our website behaviorchannel.com. We have there premium training courses. We have blogs for you which will be greatly helpful for your intellectual development. We also have stuffs related to health awareness, because in today's world, health is the most concerning area. So be healthy along with your learning. So do not forget to visit our website also. So let us meet in another interesting video. Till then, stay safe, stay simulating.